The UK, home to iconic British destinations. Bell End, Penistone, Fingering-Hoe, Shitterton, and of course, Twat. As well as to an array of ancient reptiles, poisonous parasites, and this haunted Dickensian lamppost. The UK operates under the feudal system, with peasants belonging to whichever job centre has their file, whence they can be rented at rates so low they can barely afford to eat and heat their homes. Government is run by Tory scum, the legally approved term for Conservative Party members, whose job is to conserve obscene amounts of land and wealth in as few hands as possible. A cabinet of Tory scum is known as useless fuck pigs, according to one of them. Notable fuck pigs include the fuck pig who said old people should die, fuck pig who wanted to choose who should live or die, fuck pig who said homelessness is a lifestyle choice, fuck pig who lost to a lettuce, pig fucker fuck pig, and of course our fuck pig in chief. The Tory scum fuck pig's key policy is distraction, distracting the proles with a series of bogeymen, grockles, immigrants, straight bananas, all with the help of a media that's almost entirely owned by just a handful of companies. Every 5 years, the UK holds a symbolic ritual called an election, in which peasants are forced to use an archaic voting system called fucked past the post that lets them choose whether to be fucked by Tory scum or by the Tory scum-like party. This is an especially exciting time to visit the UK, because here at the British government, we're just about to announce the next election. And here's some of the bullshit you can expect to see. Populist wank, a deal with Rwanda, a minister for common sense, stoking a culture war, anything to distract from the soaring poverty, food and energy prices we're doing dick all about. Fake scandals. Remember that time Labour was unelectable because this guy ate a sandwich? Our media's so good at helping lower the entire nation's IQ, an essential requirement for voting Tory. Disenfranchisement. If you notice young people not being able to vote against us on election day, great, that's our recent voter ID laws working just as intended. Amnesia, our trusted favourite, where we pick a new slogan and ask voters to pretend we're not the exact same party that's presided over 14 years of utter fucking failure, including killing a shit ton of you with austerity, reduced life expectancy, increased homelessness and childhood poverty, collapse of the justice system and the NHS, criminal levels of deregulation, a privatised shit show that's profiting by shitting on you and all over our rivers and coastline, and this shit show wrecking the fishing industry, selling out farmers, local government bankruptcies, endless strikes, unaffordable housing, a failing transport system and climate policy, and reducing the incomes of the poorest Britons to the level of approximately Slovenia. Tories. With a government like this, who needs terrorists? The only way British voters can hope to surmount all these challenges during election season is by knowing about them in advance. So do not share this video with them. And whatever you do, do not tell them about this site, which shows them how to vote tactically in each seat. Tactical voting is the only electoral tool the British peon has to circumvent our munted voting system. Recent by-elections show that it works at kicking out Tory scum, so we're very much shitting ourselves about that. And if we do lose the election, don't worry. We've already salted the earth by selling anything that could be used by the next government to benefit the country, such as this land reserved for HS2. Just a parting gift to remind everyone what massive c***s we are. Forever. Visit the UK. Fuck you.
Okie dokie, Boomer. Yeah, we are.
Are we here? Hi, everybody. Popeye,
well, we are.
Popeye, wake up, Popeye. Wake up. Wake up, Popeye.
Wake me up, man. What's up, chat?
Hey, chat. What's going on, guys? Good to see you.
Chats have been hanging out, man. You guys come in early. The line gets here about an hour before showtime, and yeah, you guys have some good conversations. You make me laugh, and Keep it up. Everybody got wrenches. That was in the pre-chat. Ghost of Kissinger. He is our newest wrench. So welcome to the chat.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself with that wrench.
yeah. Might be
Oh,
heavy.
Yeah, it is. I want to shout out the chat here tonight. I want to start at the top. Snow Leopard, good to see you. Uncle Warren's in there. When are you coming back, Uncle Warren? Tell everybody when you're going to come back.
Tell us.
Uncle Warren does not have a show tonight, unfortunately.
Aww.
So tell everybody when you're coming back. Cold Fusion Gaming, good to see you. We have Popeye. Okay, you are awake now, Popeye. I see that.
Popeye's awake.
Kate,
I'm not awake.
Kate, come Schwari. Kate, what's going on?
Hi, Kate. How's your travels, Kate? I hope you're well.
Kate says, I'm a moderator here. YouTube instructed me to time out inappropriate comments. What's inappropriate, Shanda? I don't know what's inappropriate.
I was going off on some dude in Combo Couch's chat the other day. We had some trolls in there, and he's bitching that he's being censored. And Jilly and I are like, we're not the ones fucking censoring you, dumbass. YouTube is censoring you. And we're just not approving it to come through, because that's what you get asked as a mod to approve it. And this guy's just going off, and he said that the Combo Couch was, oh my God, the guy was just, the trolls over there crack me up. I just go for the trolls. Like, oh, Combo Couch is on and I'm a mod. I'm going to go over there and battle some trolls.
Yeah, I know. It's a never a dull moment. Red Angel, woohoo, happy holidays, peeps. And we have Schlatsky. Good to see you, Schlatsky. I haven't seen you in a while, or I've just been missing you. I'm going half blind these days.
Schlatsky's been here.
Vic. Hi, Vic.
Hey,
How
Vic.
you doing, Vic?
Hi, Vic.
What's going on, Vic? Thanks for the email, Vic. I appreciate that. Shanda appreciates that very much. We understand completely. We've got, who else is in here? There's
Cowboy Kitty. You see Cowboy Kitty singing out?
Cowboy Kitty, what's going on? Deborah Grossbach, good to see you, Deborah.
Did you get pea stuff? Hi, pea stuff. You guys know I dropped a bunch of Christmas cards in the mail yesterday. Was it yesterday?
The day before.
I don't know, but they'll be arriving all over the country. I was so shocked at how many people we have all over. I sent one abroad, but I don't have anybody else's address abroad. I know there's a bunch of you guys that live out there. So if you want a Christmas card from us, you got to send us an email to beautyandtheboomer@gmail after dark.
Yeah, you better send it tonight because after
dark@gmail.com.
After what was it, Tuesday or Wednesday? You can't get it.
Yeah, we're running out of time to get them out, but I sent a bunch out, so they're going to be arriving in your mailboxes soon.
Jax Page, good to see you. I hope you're feeling
Jax.
better, Jax.
Yes.
Jax is reading a new book. She's reading the new Confessions of an Economic Hitman.
I saw that.
Perkins, great read. So you
see what book I'm reading?
Yes.
Somebody got it for me for Christmas. Thank you, Mr. Oz. Yes, you might recognize this. Jimmy just interviewed this author, Catherine.
Liu,
is it Catherine Lee?
Catherine
Liu.
Yeah.
Catherine Liu. Yes, this is the case against the professional managerial class. And it's not telling me anything I didn't really know, but it's giving me a lot of verbiage to describe it better for sure.
No, that's great. And I hope that you've got the book. We can ask Catherine Liu to join you on your new incarnation of your interview show.
Is that okay? I see the motive behind you sending me the book now. Damn it, Oz! Trying to rope me into work. Gamer's here. Hey, Gamer, what's up?
What's going on, Gamer? Ghost of Henry Kissinger. And let me see who we got. Anthony's in there again. Hey, Anthony, what's going on?
Hey, Anthony. What's up, Anthony?
What's up, Anthony? Does that shirt fit okay, Anthony? I know it's probably a little big. You wanted a large, but I only had the XLs left. DC.
They kind of shrank up a little bit. I washed mine, and yeah. So it's all good. I mean,
good to see you, DC.
It's a little big. I got mine a little big.
I saw DC in some of the other shows. Becca C, good to see you.
Hey, Becca.
Here's the shirt, guys. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it. But show them the sleeve. Show them the sleeve. That's the important part.
That's our important part.
The other side.
The other side. Okay, here's the sleeve. Here's the sleeve. You get this nice Beauty and the Boomer logo on there that Sister Linda made. I helped her.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I love it.
She mostly did it, though. So
it looks good.
Let me get it around here. The camera.
Thank you to everybody who's helped out with the shirts. Movie night helped us promote them. Adam, thank you so much. And Linda, all the designing.
Yeah, if you'd like one of these shirts, we can't give them away for free at this point. So you got to win them or get them somehow.
Well,
but-
we're going to do another movie night soon, so maybe we'll have a couple to give away, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
If you'd
you'll
like,
be lucky if you win one.
If you'd like a shirt, though, send it to beautyandtheboomerafterdark@gmail.com and give us your size. And they're not horribly expensive, but they're not the cheapest things in the world at this point.
Well, no, everything costs. Okay, so we're going to do Rockfin or Rumble first. Let's do Rockfin first.
You pick.
I hear we're like 50 away from being at 15,000 on Rumble. That's amazing.
That's Rockfin.
Or, I mean, on Rockfin. On Rockfin.
Yeah, 15,000. That's
We've
followers.
been waiting all year to hit that.
That's followers, not subs, but followers count big in my book. So, you know.
Yeah, subs. We don't try to get subs. We love our Patreons. We have our Patreons rolling in the background here. And yeah, we don't do subs because we do Patreons. Anyways, hey there, Rockfin. How's it going? Teresa's hanging out over there with Jim and Fred Edwards. Hi, Fred. Crone of Heresy. Oz, did you send Crone a email about Joey's coffee? I keep forgetting.
Yes.
I think I talked to you about it.
Yes, I did. I sent.
Okay.
Crone, I sent you the link to the shop. But if you want coffee, email directly to me what you want, because the shop takes a cut that we can't really. We'll give you a better price. We'll give you a little bit more treats.
Yeah. Come talk at the back door. We'll get you a better price for sure. Copeland Morris is hanging out there too. And Aram. Hi, Aram. Dirt Diggler's over there. Hey, Dirt Diggler. How's it going? And I think I got everybody who's talking on the Rockfin. Now the Rumble. We got Law 66. It is Law and not La, right? I heard a debate on Convo about this yesterday.
Oh.
We also have Ghost Art over there. And then Dingo ate me, baby.
Dingo's got a shirt.
over there.
Yep.
Dingo got a shirt.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Hey, Mastermind. What's up? Jilly finally made it in. And President Jesus is here. And, yep, I think we're caught up.
We got fair use going on. And
Chris Foster and Sinead are hanging out over at Trailer Park Pundit.
Right on.
Along with P Stuff and Cowboy Kitty.
And
you guys are doing multiple channels. And Kate.
Hi to everybody that's on the Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, on X, Land of Oz.
We have been getting views on Twitter. Now, I dropped my Twitter blue this last week. I mean, the whole Elon going to Israel thing, just like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
I justified it as I liked it for the editing because it would give you an hour to edit shit. I don't get spell check anymore. And I'm totally ghosted now. Like, I am fucking screaming at the top of my lungs and nobody will ever hear me on Twitter since I don't give them $8 anymore.
I give them $8 so I can get a longer video in. That's the only thing I do.
I'm not a hypocrite. You know, I can't stand hypocrisy. I'm not going to sit there and talk shit about how it is not a free speech platform, blah, 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 and then give them $8 every fucking month. I can't do it.
Well, I feel like Elon talks shit about his own platform sometimes. So
of course he does.
Yeah. Fair use. Chanda Claus up there is doing the fair use thing, and we have got a great. If you can stick around or come back and listen to the outro tonight, it's really hot. Chanda gave her a seal of approval on it tonight.
I did.
A little bit of Van Halen and a little bit of Pointer Sisters tonight, so we're looking forward to that.
It's an 80s revival.
Yeah, so we got some great music for the Christmas show too. Make sure you make it for the Christmas show next Saturday. That's Christmas Eve. And
Christmas Eve.
You have a show on Christmas Day. Is that correct?
That's right. We're going to have a trailer park Christmas. So, yeah, we're going to kick it Christmas morning. I figure why not? I normally do a show Mondays at 10 a.m. anyways, and everybody's going to be up. Hey, if you're doing your Christmas, cool, do your Christmas. But if you're not doing anything, grab a cup of Joey's coffee and come hang out with me. We'll talk shit about how the world is burning on Christmas Day.
Chanda made a Christmas card.
I did. Merry Christmas to all our Patreons. Thank you guys so much. Oh, did it? It's a T not crossed on that? That's weird. Yeah, it's there. You just can't see it.
You need
so blind.
You need your glasses, babe.
I brought my glasses, but yes, thank our Patreon so much. You guys have kept us going all year, kept our subscriptions taken care of, and we can't thank you guys enough.
Keep us going. Thank you guys. And there is our
if you feel like spreading a little Christmas cheer, there's the PayPalers.
Mr. J. Okay.
Mr. J, I've been watching way too much. I went and watched all the Harlequins this last week.
Shit,
I've been in a DC place.
They should hire you to do her voiceover. You'd be great,
Mr. J.
Mr. J, you'd be great Harley Quinn in that. You got a great voice for that. All right, let's kick this thing and get started. You brought this tonight. What are we doing? Murder, death, kill.
Let me put my glasses on.
Murder, death, kill. Out of the
nearly half of all the air-to-ground munitions that Israel has used in Gaza in its war with Hamas since October 7th has been otherwise known as dirty bombs.
Great.
According to new U.S. intelligence assets. That's right. This is being reported by CNN. And it's coming from U.S. assets as the source. So can they deny it? I saw some video. Well, we brought some video that where they try to deny it. Let's see. The Israel military killed one or both parents of 25,000 children in Gaza. But Hamas.
Yeah. Just breathe, guys. We're just trying. We got to get through this stuff because if we don't say anything, we have to speak to this.
I will not ever say anything about it.
Yeah.
There's a genocide happening. We're funding it. We're giving the fucking bombs for it. How can you, with a good conscience, talk about fucking Hollywood or something else?
Yeah,
the White House or the sex scandal going on in the Senate fucking hearing room. Yeah, we'll talk about that, but we're going to start the show talking out with, well, as Jimmy says, never kill the lead. We will not kill the lead, man.
Well, honestly, we've had monsters like this through the generations. And who would have thunk it would be from Israel with these monsters coming up after?
You know what? Obviously, a lot of people knew it would be Israel for like the last 75 years.
There's been a lot of people saying, hey, what did you expect? And I'm going, well, I expected better, than this kind of shit. So who's this? Who's this monster?
That's Sullivan. That's the little freaking weasel for the fucking State Department.
Okay. Do you want to parse this, or do I pull the trigger on it?
I thought I just did.
Here we go.
Sorry.
CNN.
Thanks very much, Jake. The administration has made it clear that you are hoping that this fight will transition at some point from this high-intensity phase to a lower-intensity phase. What are the Israelis telling you in terms of the conditions that are needed for that to happen, and how does that sync up with your preferred timeline? And then, if I may, the administration has insisted that Israel has the intent to keep civilians safe, and we at CNN and others are reporting that almost half of the 30,000 bombs that have been dropped on Gaza have been so-called dumb bombs, imprecise. If there was a real intent to protect civilians, wouldn't they be using much more precise, smaller munitions?
So first, I really appreciate the question on the phases of the conflict.
He appreciates that question.
I think there's been some misunderstanding in the reporting, not from you, but from others. When Israel launched this campaign to root out the terrorist threat that Hamas poses to the state of Israel, it made clear from the beginning that this war would proceed in phases. We are now in the middle of a high-intensity phase with ongoing ground operations, military operations, in both the northern half and the southern half of Gaza. But there will be a transition to another phase of this war, one that is focused in more precise ways on targeting the leadership and on intelligence-driven operations that continues to deal with the ongoing threat that Hamas poses. The conditions and the timing for that was obviously a subject of conversation that I had with Prime Minister Netanyahu, with the War Cabinet, with the leadership of the IDF, with the defense minister.
He told them to stop.
I think it's really important that those conversations take place first in the spirit of partnership. We're not here to tell anybody, you must do X, you must do Y. We're here to say, this is our perspective as your partner, as your friend. This is what we believe is the best way to achieve both your tactical and strategic goals. And then second, it has to take place in private because we can't telegraph for the enemy what the plan is. So I'm not going to speak to timelines and I'm not going to speak to conditions here from the podium. What I am going to say is that we had a very constructive conversation yesterday about the transition from the high-intensity phase forward, and we expect that that will occur in the future. When exactly that happens and under exactly what conditions will be a continuing intensive discussion between the United States and Israel.
He's just spewing lies anyways.
Everything that guy says bullshit.
Yeah, we told them. I mean, it's not our job to tell them anything, even though we're funding this shit. So yeah, it kind of is.
they
But
could-
we
they-
suggested.
Yeah, one phone call. You got the dynamic duo here. What are they going to talk about? Anything? of
Oh my
consequence?
God, this is Fox, and this is them throwing Harris under the bus, but not really.
Oh God.
The president, vice president, and national security advisor all weighing in on how Israel should conduct its war against Hamas. Their push to wind down fighting in Gaza, creating tension with our ally, Israel, and its Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Earlier this week, President Biden warned that Israel is starting to lose global support, quote, by the indiscriminate
think?
bombing
Starting?
that takes place.
Yeah, they're
And then
starting.
this
Starting. I've
yesterday.
seen people marching for
Do you want Israel to
weeks.
scale back its assault on Gaza by the end of the year? Do you want them to tone it down, move to a lower intensity
Tone it
phase?
down.
I want them to be focused on how to save civilian lives, not stop going after Hamas, but be more careful.
Oh yeah.
At the same time, there may also be division within
Uh-oh.
the White House.
Uh-oh.
Politico
Uh-oh.
reporting, Vice President Kamala Harris wants the White House to be more sympathetic toward Palestinians. Peter Ducey,
Okay.
live at the White House with this one. Hey, Peter.
Oh, there's
Julie,
Juicy.
it sounds like President Biden and Vice President Harris have plenty to talk about at their private lunch in the president's dining room later on this afternoon.
What a
because
douche.
Politico has
He's
this
such a
item.
douchey.
He
Part
reminds
of
me
it
of
we
one of those
copy-pasted.
puppets,
Says
you know,
this,
like they're from
Vice
the Phil Collins
President
video with the head
Kamala
going
Harris
up.
has been telling
Right.
colleagues in the administration that she wants the White House to show more concern publicly for the humanitarian damage in Gaza, where Israel's locked in a bloody and prolonged battle with Hamas, according to 3 people familiar with Harris's comments. President Joe Biden is among the officials Harris has urged to show more sensitivity to Palestinian civilians, these people said.
Why would somebody around here leak that the vice president is upset with the president about Gaza?
Why would somebody leak that?
Because I mean, if I could answer a question why somebody would leak, I mean, that would make me pretty smart and a lot smarter than I am. She's part of the team.
Oh,
And
shut
if
up,
she wasn't
Kirby.
offering her advice and counsel to the president on innumerable issues, that would be a story.
It was a leak. It was a fucking planted goddamn story because the White House wants to look like they're softening up and they're trying to
we
protect
care.
the Palestinian people of Gaza. That is not what's fucking happening here. Harris doesn't have an original thought in her fucking head, so don't think this actually came from her. This is them talking. This is the Democrats and the White House talking out both sides of their face. That's exactly what this is.
Yeah, we've
They're not going to do anything
seen.
about it.
This morning, I woke up to this: 91 journalists now they have murdered.
Fuck.
So this was, I believe, a cameraman. I'm thinking that they murdered. So the
It's
murder.
fucking insane. Crazy puppets in the house. Good to see you, crazy.
puppet. What's going on there, crazy puppet?
You staying cray cray?
Cray cray, stay cray 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 cray. And this I caught yesterday or the day before from Claire Daly, our favorite. I'll trade you the whole Congress plus Biden and Harris straight across for you and Mick, Claire.
Fuck
so
yeah.
here we go.
This morning in this building, the unelected bureaucrat who poses herself as the voice
Wonderlife.
of Europe stood and spoke for 10 minutes. She eulogized the war in Ukraine, a war that she has continued to champion, and while she shed crocodile tears for the victims of that war, she never once mentioned, not once mentioned, the victims of the genocide that is underway now in Gaza and for the last 10 weeks. Well, shame on her and shame on the countries of the European Union who have followed her. We know that Gaza and Palestine have been described as a graveyard for children. A war against children. Hell on earth. Hell on earth. And how will the European Union respond tomorrow when they deliberate? Will they again ignore the voices of the majority of people in Europe? Will they ignore the voices of the international community, the UN, aid agencies, and refuse to call a ceasefire?
Why don't we see more of this, Chanda?
You know, they have a plan, and that is a complete annihilation of fucking Gaza. And they don't want. Why are they hitting the hospitals and the infrastructure so that way nobody can fucking stay there? And we've heard them singing. They've had their fucking kids singing propaganda about bulldozing over them and building on top of them. And that's what we're seeing. I mean, today I saw refugee tents that were bulldozed over with fucking sleeping people inside of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was in a hospital parking lot.
The horrors just never. They've been so bad for so many weeks now. As we keep thinking, you know,
How
it
can
can't get worse.
monsters like this really openly exist in this day and age? How can monsters
and
like
they
these
justify it.
Zionist
People
monsters,
rooted on. Didn't you see the IDF girls out there doing their fucking TikTok dance today on their graves?
This is
So gross.
this is sick. This is sick. Well,
there's no empathy in the world. I swear to God.
We run into this just on social media from our little comfortable chairs here. But Mick Wallace, you know, in the EU Parliament runs into this kind of bullshit, and he responds in a very, very excellent
I
manner.
love when he wears his salmon T-shirt. It's my favorite.
As for the two-state solution, it's dead. It's a fig leaf for doing nothing and letting Israel's terrorist apartheid state continue doing as they do, as we facilitated for years. Only one state with full human rights and equal rights for Palestinians and Israelis will be compatible with international law. We need a permanent ceasefire, not a humanitarian.
I am
now
deeply concerned about my Irish colleague from the left group. Anti-Semitism is on the rise throughout Europe, and an elected official continues to spread anti-Semitic messages. Also, this is a war that started because of terrorism, a war between a democratic state and a terrorist group. But in your upside-down world, you are calling the democratic state the terrorists, and not even mentioning the atrocities committed by Hamas. This, my dear colleagues, is a clear example of the batshit crazy left that does not belong in any elected
Always
chamber,
name calling.
let alone this
Always
one.
fucking name calling.
You're calling Israel a democratic state. Well, let me tell you something, right? But democratic states don't behave like an apartheid state. They don't commit collective punishment. They don't bomb hospitals, refugee camps, and people's homes. They don't commit genocide. Israel is not a democratic state. Stop telling that lie. And Jews all over the world are horrified at the Zionist state of Israel at the moment. And the Jews all over the world are gathering against Zionists.
Oh, he said Zionist, so they had to shut him down.
Now they cut his mic.
Yep.
Chicken shit assholes.
Chicken fucking shit. We've all known the UN is fucking useless and has been since Iraq war, right? They didn't do shit to stop Bush. They're, we can't stop her. You gotta do what he wants to do.
Yeah,
that's when I knew the UN was fucking garbage.
Yeah, they are too. This is the European Parliament, and to have to face that.
Okay. Well, yeah, European Parliament is the equivalent of the fucking UN. They're both corrupt and owned, right?
Yeah, they are. They're terribly owned. And Claire comes back here with a nice one. I got a triple play on our sister.
Yeah, you did.
And I will just
swinging for the fence. I see.
Yeah, I'll just shoot it in here real quick.
Thank you, President. I think it would be really prudent for everybody here to read the UN Genocide Convention of 1948 and to reflect on words and actions of recent weeks. All of the essential elements of the crime of genocide as legally defined there are present in what Israel is doing in Gaza. It's normally difficult to show intent, but not this time. Open declarations of genocidal intent every day from the top of Israel's government. Open because they know they're protected by the US and Europe. So again, to those who say Israel has a right to defend itself, I urge you, read the Genocide Convention and maybe have a chat with your lawyer, because you could be complicit in international war crimes. It's not complicated. For peace in the region, the Zionist apartheid state of Israel must be dismantled. That is now understood by a majority of the world's population, including substantial sections of Jews. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace, Claire. Love it.
And it is. They need to open the genocide convention.
Well, you're seeing mass movements in the United States. So we saw LAX shut down yesterday.
Yep.
We've seen, Seattle shut down. There's been quite a few places where they're taking to the highways. Even though I don't know how effective that is. We used to think it was effective back in the Bernie days until the BLM protests. We saw a lot of people ran over in Seattle. I don't know. Is inconveniencing your neighbors when they're trying to get to work or trying maybe to have a medical emergency, trying to get to the hospital, is that the right way to go to raise awareness? No, because you're not raising awareness of the bulk of the population. Yeah, it's the professional managerial class that has fucking control of that messaging, that Zionist messages. It's the professors, it's the lawyers, it's the fucking doctors, it's the universities that we need to get through to. It's not your neighbor who's on his way to his 9 to 5.
Yeah, and
so I don't agree with that.
Don't
anymore.
forget the grip of the pharmaceutical industry and the military-industrial complex. They're all connected to the very group that you just discussed, the doctors, the lawyers, the pundits.
Well, yeah, they did the same thing with the jab, 100%.
100%. So did I bring this or did you bring this?
I don't know, but it's gross either way.
Yeah, it's MSNBS.
When people say, well, there should be a ceasefire, like it takes two to tango, like can you do a ceasefire if one side wants to keep warring?
Well, a ceasefire by its nature has to be both sides. Hamas has to stop its rockets. I think I understand the impulse by Israel, absolutely, of course, to destroy Hamas because of the horrors of what it did. But again, and you've made this point again and again, which is really important, one of the lessons that America learned after 9/11 is you should not depose a government unless you have an idea of what's going to come afterwards. Otherwise, you own it and you are trapped in an insurgency.
And no one seems, when you think about the work of, say, the children in Gaza the day after, what does that even mean?
Everybody talks about the day after. We are asked about what would you do about it the day after. We've got our 10-point plan. This is what we would do in a crisis like this. But as it is today, there is no day after.
What does that mean?
There is no infrastructure left. There is, less than a third of the hospitals are even remotely operational. Half of the homes are destroyed. That number is probably old by now. Almost none of the schools are undamaged or completely destroyed. There is no infrastructure. There is no water infrastructure. There are no roads. People are putting tents up in the middle of the road, which again hampers people being able to flee anywhere. So that's the hardware infrastructure question. But there is also almost no hope left like this. What do you put on that generation of children that are witnessing this level of trauma and destruction and death?
Yanti Sirito and Peter Brunner, thank you both. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised that MSNBS Chris even had them on.
Well, and this is why the White House is toting messages like Harris is saying it's time for a softer side, because they see the tide has changed. The mainstream media is softly easing towards it. The shit liberal media anyways. Definitely not Fox, but yeah.
Well, there's hundreds of thousands of people protesting all over the globe. At some point, this has got to get through, because you and I have said how much
But the damage is done. In the 8 weeks or 9 weeks, however long it's been since October 7th.
What was
There's no rebuilding, and that's what she's saying. And so they're achieving their goal. Israel is absolutely achieving their goal of destroying the infrastructure 100% and pushing them out. They don't care where they go.
No.
Egypt, freaking wherever. They don't care. You're not coming back here.
Yeah, and Israel takes their damn sweet time, which will be expedited at our
And
at our
they're going to slow
expense.
down. You watch, they're going to slow down. And that's what Jake Sullivan just said, well, we're coming into a new phase of it. Biden's like, we're going to slow it down a little bit right now.
Yeah.
They're going to stretch this shit out and just totally annihilate Gaza. They already have.
Well, it's
But you can't tell this asshat a goddamn thing. Oh, my God. I didn't even watch this interview. I've seen a few little 30-second clips.
Well, it was over on Breaking Wind, and I know how much you love old Crystal and our friend Sauger. And I'm still butthurt over covering them so much in years past.
We tried to warn you. But you know what? I don't judge you for it, because we all fall for people. Like, I fell for Tom Hartman for a couple of years, until I was like, what now? So I don't judge people for following anybody.
He's pathetic. He's pathetic. And his viewers.
His breaking points.
Same with what's his name? What's that other guy? David Pakman. Pathetic.
Pakman, Sam Cedar. They're all disgusting.
They're all pathetic. Sister Jack Page put a JFC up there, and I said, well, what is she saying JFC about?
JFC.
Fuck RFK. Oh, well, Thank you, Jax. We happily concur.
Yeah,
Now,
he goes full Zionist in this.
Yeah, and I know you guys have seen it. We're going to play it again one more time just to get old Oz fired up. Hopefully I won't have a stroke. But you know what? This has been clipped up for different parts of that interview. And Crystal is just the weakest. Weakest. You know, she didn't push back. She did. I take exception with that style kind of thing. It's bullshit. That's bullshit.
What access journalism leads to. Weak ass journalists.
Now check this out.
You talk about solutions for the Palestinian people. The Palestinian people are arguably the most pampered people by international aid organizations in the history of the world.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Even
I'm not.
before this war, 78% of people in Gaza said they had, not enough food to eat.
Right. And why is that? Why are you blaming Israel?
In part, it's Hamas, and in part, it's the fact that Israel imposed a blockade and talked about putting them on a diet.
If your neighbor, first of all, Israel has no obligation. Israel built 3,000 hothouses and gave.
I would actually go up against this guy in a public forum. I don't give a shit if he's a lawyer or not. This is absolutely ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
Oh, he's been to propaganda school 100% because all he's regurgitating is propaganda. And she's too stupid to know that he's going to come at her that hard because he's been hanging out with his friend Shmuley.
Well,
and right, she should have done her homework.
Well,
this wasn't going to be a softball access like, oh, I'm your friend interview. If she was going to disagree with him on Israel.
I think they did it for clicks, like they always do.
Of course.
They did it for clicks. It makes them every time they get a click, they get more money. But this, I thought this guy was bad before, and we've got friends of ours who kind of supported him in the beginning. I even thought I might vote for him at one point, but when he opened his pie hole on this, and after this week, anybody that can't tell what a psychopath fool this guy is for being a cock.
I have friends that can't. I've got friends that are sold. They keep forwarding me his emails. Like, you don't get it. I cannot vote for this guy. This is like one of my top issues. There's a fucking genocide where children are just being decimated.
I gotta draw the line. I mean, this is this clip, this interview. Many of you saw it. Was sickening. Sickening. We just can't have it. So he can go straight to hell with the rest of them. Save a spot for Bernie, you asshole, because you're all traitors to humanity.
Never go full Zionist.
Empire of lies. Who are the two most ruthless, bloodthirsty nations on the planet right now? Number one, the United States of America, and their deranged partner in crime, Israel. Do you disagree with that assertion?
Not at all.
Not at all. This, I can't play this, Chanda. I can't.
Yeah, well, don't play it, but you can just read it. Tell people they can find it. It's all over Twitter. It's all over online.
Yeah, I can't play this. This is Fiorella. She was on it like right when it happened.
Yeah, she was.
Breaking: a Ukraine deputy detonates a grenade at a council meeting in the Zakarpattia, I can't pronounce it, region. One person is dead, 26 are injured. Ukraine is in chaos. I haven't followed up on the story. You guys probably know more about this than I do. But the guy walks in, leans up against the door, and chucks 2 grenades into that room with all those people. I'm really shocked there wasn't more devastation than what we saw on camera. But
I thought so too. I was like, oh, this seems like it would be worse. But I mean, it was bad. It was bad. But thank gosh, a lot of people were okay.
I guess I'm so used to looking at Hollywood and how they, throw gas on shit to make it more violent. But it was pretty horrendous, and I'm surprised that more people weren't killed. So. We've got another cream of bullshit.
Well, this is a new addition to cream of bullshit because Mr. Chris Fredo has just been doing a bang-up job over at News Nation since he got fired from CNN. We've added a new segment. So, yeah, cream of bullshit News Nation.
Yeah, he loves being called Fredo, by the way.
I know he does.
And
I will call him that to his face. I swear to God, I will.
He's getting a shit ratioed at him on everything.
Well, listen to this crap. He totally is going to get ratioed.
If it plays.
Like I said, today's been a heavy day.
Huh. Weird.
Because 3 of us went to the Israeli consulate.
I don't know why it's doing that. It's a bad.
It's a bad connection.
To watch some of the footage that we've never seen, these images, and
that's good. Nope. Okay, well, I guess you guys got spared. You don't have to listen to Fredo.
Some of it, they did some editing to identify things of what happened in the massacre on October 7th. It's 47 minutes long. Now, some of it I have seen before, and you can find it online. A lot more than I expected was new to me. And again, I do believe people should see this. I understand the sensitivity of the families. I understand the concern that if you don't want to believe that October 7th happened, well, then it doesn't matter what you see. But I do believe for many, that there's an aspect of this that I don't think we appreciate. I realized something that I had missed before, okay? It took me immediately and deeply into a past trauma. The exact feeling that I had when I learned why 9/11 happened.
Twin Towers. Oh, my God.
Terrorists targeted the Twin Towers and Washington, D.C. to take out the great symbols that represent America. The method was not madness. They were sane. They were just evil. But the method was a message. Their unholy efforts triggered what Americans feared most. Terrorists robbing us of who and what we are about at home. And so
oh my gosh,
they got what they asked for. The wrath of a people united in a common fear and concern that it is us or it is them.
Yeah, that was bad. Now you see why I had to add a whole fucking section of cream of bullshit now. This guy, he's always been, he always made the cream of bullshit list, so he's back.
He's terrible.
He's back. So I brought a message from Jews to Zionists because I'm a Jew and I can do that. Shut the fuck up. You don't speak for us. Your genocidal ethno-state should be stopped and replaced, just like Hitler's was. Arrest Netanyahu, his entire cabinet, and the IDF and the IOF commanders for crimes against humanity. Single state end Zionism now. By the way, motherfuckers, anyone who disagrees is an anti-Semite who uses our Judaism as a deflection for their atrocities. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I think we nailed it. And there's the Uncle Warren made that candle for you 2 years ago, I think.
Years ago. I love my Christmas candle. That's my Christmas candle for Uncle Warren.
So cool.
I love that he got the cleavage in there. That had to have been a hard one to do. Thank you, Uncle Warren. I appreciate.
I think that was specific.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You've got an audio track here. What the hell is this?
Okay. Supposedly, this is a tapped conversation between Zelensky and his wife. Now, this was prior to him coming into D.C. for his Christmas bonus this week. Remember, he came to town and picked up a little coin for Christmas.
Yeah.
And, so he's pissed off because the Biden administration is telling him, you got to do something about the corruption, dude. The corruption's so bad. We keep giving you all this money. It's just gone. It's siphoned out, whatever. And he's like, they expect me to do something about corruption. Preposterous. Go ahead and listen to it. It's pretty funny.
Corruption.
Щойно закінчив розмову з Генком. Знаєш, що такого він сказав? Президент Байден сильно
You have to read it, so it doesn't really matter how fast he says it.
Если я этого не сделаю, они, блядь, не будут давать оружие.
Чому? В їхніх інтересах, щоб ти переміг.
Переміг?
When I told them I didn't get shit anymore, Biden keeps saying that if I don't take control of the situation, he'll find someone to replace me. Fucking old man. But that's not my point, that actually want me to defeat corruption. Pure nonsense. But it's practically impossible. Wait, think about it. Our main allies who make it a shit ton of money out of this, they want me to fight corruption during a war with a straight face? Well, you remember we raised, I missed it, damn it. The Ukraine citizens are fighting for the homeland. No corruption, no racism, no homophobia. We love F words. Yeah, they say that word a lot in Ukraine. But the fact was corruption. She says why I don't understand. Don't understand what? Fools are ready to die in the trenches for an idea. Everyone thinks we're stealing the money.
You are.
What an old hypocrite. He better watch his son. He's calling Schultz a pussy. Do you remember what he said in the beginning? And that Pelosi, yeah, she wanted to stab me in the back. I don't know if that's real or not. It does sound like his voice, but who knows nowadays, right?
I hope it is. I hope it is.
It makes sense that they would be, like, hey, man, you guys are so corrupt. You guys got to, like, peel it back.
Did I put this in here?
Probably. Let's see.
You got your glasses?
I do have my glasses. You know what is naive? Those who claim that Ukraine is a paragon of democracy. You must have put this in. Yeah, I didn't put this in here.
Ukraine is a paragon of democracy in a battle of good versus evil. Here's the truth about the Zelensky regime. Banned 11 opposition parties. That is true.
Yep.
Recently assassinated a 2019 Ukrainian presidential candidate. I didn't know that. Consolidated all TV media into a single state TV media entity. That is correct. Recently banned the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. I heard something about that. Threatened not to hold elections unless the U.S. forks over more money.
Yep.
And called an autocrat by the current mayor of Kiev, and one of the worst records on earth for government corruption. I think that's pretty accurate, that whole list, don't you?
That whole list is accurate, 100%. Yeah.
And Disclosed TV, the new Congress has approved legislation preventing any president from withdrawing the U.S. from NATO without approval from the Senate or an act of Congress, and that's from The Hill.
And do you know why they did that? Why'd they do that?
Because Trump gets in office, he said he's going to get out of NATO, and I'm going to say this. So, okay, so you're going to ban somebody from getting out of NATO. What about the War Powers Act? Why don't you turn that shit off so not one idiot can get us into a war with another country? It has to be an act of Congress, like it originally was in the Constitution, you hypocritical assholes. That's all I can say.
Exactly.
That is unconstitutional, that authorization, that war powers.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Just like the Patriot Act is.
Yeah, it's all bullshit, and we haven't had a true democracy in this country for decades, and we're losing it more and more all the time. And
we never had democracy. We're a republic.
Everything was so intense. We needed a palate cleanse here, a timeline cleanse for the show tonight. Chanda, I went out and auditioned for a part today as backup for a celebrity. Can you believe it? And
for a celebrity,
I did community theater, and that's about all I did. Never had any gigs that on film or anything, but I did act in community theater. But I went to this interview, and so far I've gotten great reviews. I want to ask the chat what they think of my job I did promoting this product.
Oh, I can't wait.
And I'd like to show you how to use my favorite foundation, Bake, Balance, and Brighten, for mature skin. You just take strokes until you feel comfortable with what it looks like on your skin. I get this beautiful natural coverage. It's really that simple. And don't worry about matching your shade. Our foundation will adapt to your skin tone so you can get the perfect match the first time. Learn more about Balance and Brighten at laurageller.com.
Nailed it.
Yeah, you think I got her voice down really good.
You totally nailed it. They'll be calling you for more gigs in the coming year, I promise. Yeah, that was a great job.
Yeah, and I got to
maybe you could be like their TikTok spokesman or something.
I got to tell you that I believe that Laura Geller makeup is safe and effective too. By the way, I want to make sure I get
as long as it's safe and effective.
Yeah,
it's probably had more testing than the jab, to be honest.
I think so. That's pretty terrible. I don't know how long I'm going to run this, but I did want to bring this story. This kid, Jed Abu Hamada,
this is Florida, right?
Yeah, was expelled from school because of his mom's posts on social media about
fucking
Palestine.
Florida.
What the hell? Florida.
They're super Zionists down there in conservative country.
Reef, have a talk with those people down in Florida. Will you, Reef, brother Reef? He's down there in Florida somewhere. I think he is. Anyway, I'm going to play a little bit of this. This is from CBS, so whatever.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed and I'm sad.
15-year-old Jade Abugamda, speaking at a news conference with his mother, insists he did nothing wrong.
If they said I did something, but it wasn't bad, even that didn't happen. I just didn't do anything at all.
Abugamda has attended Pinecrest School in Fort Lauderdale since first grade. Last month, the school fired his mother, Maha Al-Masri, a Palestinian-American woman who had been a math tutor at Pinecrest, and expelled her son.
Sad for my child, who was deprived of finishing his high school career.
It's all because of a series of posts on her personal Instagram account that the school deemed hateful and incendiary. In a statement, Pinecrest School says that Maha's post included an image of a soldier pointing a machine gun at an infant inside of an incubator and an image with commentary suggesting that some wanted to roast babies in an oven.
None of my posts were inciting violence.
The mother and son, along with their attorney, spoke at the Council of American Islamic Relations of Florida.
This is about Jad's expulsion. He did nothing, but it's suffering consequences, we feel, just by association.
The school responded with a statement saying, the student handbook and enrollment agreement make clear that if a parent engages in behavior that is disruptive, intimidating, or overly aggressive, the school may take the action that it deems necessary to address the situation.
Our main concern is not only with Jad and his mother. Our main concern is suppressing the right of Americans to express what they feel within their heart is to be decent human rights.
The people I see in the hallways, the people I can smile at when I'm walking to class, and that was taken away from me.
This is just insane. And this is just the beginning of it. I mean, we've been calling it out for years now that we were heading down this road.
1984,
we screamed
baby,
and fucking yelled, and every person that got banned. That's why Julian Assange was so important. We fought for Alex Jones, even though we were so far left at that time. We couldn't stand Alex fucking Jones back in the day, but we still defended him because freedom of speech was everything. It was the last thread we had, and we saw them coming for it. But
you don't have
not
it
gonna
anymore.
get better.
If you don't think if you think you've got freedom of speech, just try it. Try it.
Yeah,
and see
just
what
try it.
happens. See what happens. And if you do try it, I'll pat you on the back and give you a medal, because it's dangerous anymore the way it's gotten in this country. So.
Well, and the damage could already be done. I think of that every fucking day, Oz. I mean, something we said 2 years ago, or, they could come for us for.
Yeah. And we do not promote any hate speech whatsoever that I'm aware of. And we don't, want anybody in trouble for anything.
Oh,
but we just call out bullshit. That's what we do. Speaking of bullshit.
Establishment bullshit.
Alex Knight goes, laughing my fucking ass off. What data? And this is Karine Jean-Pierre.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh,
Bidenomics, right?
Yeah.
She got asked about Bidenomics.
Look, as it relates to Bidenomics, the president, I just announced at the top of the briefing, he's going to go to Milwaukee. He's going to talk about Bidenomics, investing in America, what Bidenomics has done for the American people coming out of the pandemic. We can't forget what happened when the president walked in. We saw literally the economy at a tailspin. And so the president has been working middle class from the bottom up, middle out, and that's what you've seen him do. And the data shows, as you just mentioned in your question, inflation is moderating. And you see jobs created at more than 14 million jobs. Unemployment is at under 4%. All of those things is part of Bidenomics, and you will certainly hear the president talk more about that over the next couple months as we finish out certainly the year.
Why does she look like Bert from Bert and Ernie?
I think, well, it's hard to keep your shit straight when you're lying.
Oh, yeah, she's always lying. She doesn't know how to not lie. And Bidenomics, come on. Just because they overcharged you 100% and then they gave you back 30, and now they're telling you that's great. Bullshit.
Yeah, and what is inflation what did she say? Inflation is moderating? What does that fucking mean?
It is fucking not. It is not.
No, it's going up. They've slowed the pace of the inflation. It's still going up. And I know what I see when somebody's been cooking some books. Go to the fucking grocery store, you idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
See what
exactly.
happens.
It's a rough Christmas.
I brought this. Yes, the Affordable Care Act is still providing coverage for millions of Americans. And yes, it's still a big fucking deal. Chanda, what the big fucking deal is here, this was a handout to the insurance industry. Yep. The one good thing, or one of the good things, of the few in the Affordable Care Act, is that they mandatorily have to cover everybody. And that's the thing in that thing that has saved people's lives. But as far as saving money,
access.
Are you fucking kidding me? I've got Medicare and I still have to pay. I got the 80-20. I still got to pay 20%, but the 20% has been going boom, 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 boom. And the Affordable Care Act, I know these poor people are getting hosed. But I just wanted to get out here and pimp this commercial for a couple of pimps.
Hey, President Biden, is Obamacare still a thing? Is it still a thing?
Yes. Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, Biden Care, whatever you call it, yes, it is still a thing. The other side's been trying to repeal it every year since it's existed, but will keep fighting to protect it.
Not just protect it, but expand it, saving millions of dollars for working families.
We're
covering more people than ever.
Just go to healthcare.gov to learn more.
Yeah, it's still a BFD.
And create.
Oh my God! Like he even knows what a BFD is.
Yeah, and making trillions of dollars for the
Look at how cool I am.
for the pharmaceuticals and the insurance industry. That's what it's doing.
Well, yeah, because he was out there toting, his. We're going to bring prescription drug prices down. They tell you that every fucking year, and that's why everybody is paying thousands and thousands of dollars in America for prescriptions.
Yeah, they had a list of drugs that they're going to bring the prices down in, 2026? And there are only 10 on that list, as I remember.
I was at the doctor a couple of months ago with taking care of somebody else, and the doctor admitted to me that one of these cholesterol meds, and I won't say it, so that way I'm not getting sued by some big pharma company, but it's total fucking bullshit, and they've got most of the goddamn country on it. He's like, it doesn't actually do shit for your cholesterol. Like, oh.
Why am I surprised?
Nope, not surprised at all.
What do you got?
Okay,
here?
there's 2 on here. I think they go fast. I think these are both memologies.
Yeah, I got them. Okay. I'll drop the hammer.
Drop the hammer on him.
You shouldn't pay the highest price in the world for drugs that your tax dollars have already helped create. We're already begun to secure fair pricing clauses and contracts for new COVID vaccines, 3 new COVID vaccines.
I like the music. Reminds me of an elevator.
Totally is. It is. Grocery shopping.
Makes me want to shop. Want to shop? I want to shop. Oh, Pfizer loses.
Pfizer's losing money.
Poor little Pfizer. I'm surprised it's that high.
Please! Please! No!
Yeah. And
Okay, there's one more up here in the corner. I'm not sure what that one is. There we go.
And so everybody talks about freedom and not to have a shot or have a test. Well, guess what? So how about patriotism? How about making sure that you're vaccinated so you do not spread the disease to anybody else? What about that? What's the big deal?
A little later.
And then just one more topic really quick.
We got to wrap it up.
Okay, just quickly.
Yeah.
Why is President Biden telling people still that the vaccinated cannot spread COVID?
Can you say more?
Yeah, in a local interview on Tuesday, he said, how about making sure you're vaccinated so you do not spread the disease to anybody else?
What's the big deal?
The CDC says people who get vaccine breakthrough infections can be contagious.
Well, I'll say this. I didn't hear this interview, so I would have to see it in its full
on YouTube. We're not
context.
gonna
What
make a
I
fun
know
part.
and what the president believes is that we have to listen to the science.
That one didn't age quite so well.
What's the big deal?
What's the big deal, man? 1 in 5. Only 1 in 5 are going back for that booster. They're safe and effective. Make sure you're going out there.
Oh, my God.
Safe and effective.
Safe and effective.
So people are getting into the Christmas spirit with the Fuck Joe Biden, or better known as Let's Go Brandon, decorating their Christmas trees. I thought this was cute.
It is cute. I love that one. That was great. That's I gotta have
almost inspired me to want to put up some kind of F Joe Biden display.
Yeah, me too. I want to do that all the time.
I used to be pretty, I'd advertise my political opinions all over my house. I don't do that so much anymore because fuck it, what doesn't matter? But I might do this.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little late in the season. Maybe next year if I'm still alive.
Yeah, maybe next year. Maybe we could plan something for sure.
Yeah, we'd be dangerous.
Hopefully Joe Biden will be a long distant and fucking bad nightmare by then, but you never know.
Speaking of trying out for things, Hunter Biden tried out for the new role of the Grinch.
The Grinch who stole Christmas.
They cast Zelensky as the dog, as Max the dog.
Max.
So anyway, is that a crack pipe he's holding there?
When does Hunter not have a crack pipe? Anyways,
sorry.
he threw a fit and told this, right? He got subpoenaed to go closed door hearing. And he said, no, I'll do a public hearing. And the Senate said, no, you're going to do or the committee said, no, you're going to do a closed door hearing. So that's the last I heard, but not that I'm following it that closely. But here's your United spot for the night. I think I only brought one tonight, but it's a pretty good one.
Hey, honey. Hey, Peter, you want to go get parked? Sure, Peter. Well, jump on in. I'm a hunter boy in a Biden world. Pipes and crack rocks. Hits on TikTok, pulling strippers' hair, standing in my underwear. Investigations, Daddy says there ain't none. Come on, Hunter, let's go party. I'm a hunter boy in a Biden world. Pipes and crack rocks. Hits on TikTok, pulling strippers' hair, standing in my underwear. Investigations, Daddy says there ain't none. I'm a stay-at-home son in the president's world. Buy me crack, watch my back, you're my daddy. Smartest guy that I know, 10% isn't told. Pardon me, pardon you, vote for Biden. I can snort, I can blow. If you say I'm always pardoned. I'm a hunter boy in a hunter world. Pipes and crack rocks. It's on TikTok, pulling strippers' hair, standing in my underwear. Investigations, Daddy says there ain't none. Come on, Hunter, let's go party. Big guy. Come on, partner, let's go Hunter. Come on, Hunter, let's go party. Big guy. Come on, Hunter, let's go party. I get high, I get low, but my dad's in control. I will film on my prime while I weigh all this blow. Fix your teeth, buy a home, get some strippers to bone. Dance around, film yourself in your panties. I can snort, yep, I can blow. If you say I'm always partying. I'm a hunter boy in a Biden world. Pipes and crack rocks. It's on TikTok, pulling strippers' hair, standing in my underwear. Investigations, Daddy says there ain't none. Come on, Hunter, let's. Where the hell are you? Big guy. Wait, what? What's going on?
Now I'm gonna have an earworm.
Let's go party.
I'm gonna have an earworm. Da 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 da.
Yeah, I used to play suicide karaoke. That's where you play pool, and if you lose, you got to do whatever karaoke somebody else chooses for you. And somebody chose Barbie World for me.
I bet you did a good job. I'd like to hear that. Maybe you'll do that for us on New Year's. We need to find out some stuff to do for what we can do on New Year's. Suicide
I could probably
karaoke.
bust out Barbie Girl for suicide karaoke. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and I just get drunker and drunker, and then I go like, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Why don't you put that on the list for New Year's so we'll have.
Sounds like a plan.
On this now, I know everybody's heard this to nauseum. I'm going to play a few seconds of it, just quickly. And do we know what this is all about, Chanda?
Well, okay, so this is Marianne Williamson. She was out there doing the rounds this week. I don't know if she's pushing her book or what the fuck ever. But anyways, the person, I recognize this woman, but I can't remember who she is. But the stunned look on her face, this is the reality of how stupid some of these people are that you're stunned by. She's almost speechless at how stupid Marianne is.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Things that you just described were simply not the case. Israel is not an occupying force in Gaza. Israelis can't even go into Gaza. Hamas, they cannot even go in. Now the soldiers are in there because of this war that you and I both disagree with.
They're before October 7th.
Excuse me?
They were there before October 7th.
Excuse me?
No, Israelis cannot even go. I'm not in any way arguing that the blockade of Gaza was not a good thing. However, Hamas, not all of the misery of the Gazans is due to Israel.
Oh my God, that's so cringe. So cringe, so gross.
Is this some Mission Impossible thing with Robert F. Kennedy wearing a mask and
right? He rips it off and it's Robert F. Kennedy.
Robert F.
Oh
Kennedy.
my God, I know. She's just stunned. Like, what? No, they were there before October 7th. Just crazy. P Stuff says, we'll buy you drinks, Shanda. You guys know I have a very, very thin filter, and that filter goes goodbye as soon as I have a couple of drinks. So, yeah, Shanda does not partake very often.
As long as you don't black out.
Have you seen? I do. Have you seen Blind Date with Bruce Willis and Kim Basinger from the 80s?
That's a long time ago.
That's fucking me. That is 100% me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Annoying as hell.
Well, then definitely put it on the list.
Definitely put it on the list.
We're going to invite Sister Amber too, because she likes to dive under the table when she's had a couple of cocktails.
Yeah, we were telling somebody about that during our trip.
All right. So here's the damage control from.
Oh, she did damage control? Okay, good. I haven't seen this. I'm looking forward to it.
Here's the damage control.
President John F. Kennedy said that if we don't put an end to war, war will put an end to us. And let us make no mistake about it. The situation currently in the Middle East, if uncontrolled, could lead to World War III. The bombing must end. We need a ceasefire. And President Biden's commitment to Israel should not include more and more commitment to brute force, more and more commitment to military action, more and more commitment such as sending ships like that's going to protect our national interest or even theirs. I call for a ceasefire not only as a candidate for the Democratic nomination for the presidency. I am a Jew, remember, and I understand the fury of the Israelis in this moment. But this is not a moment for us to think only in terms of an alliance with this people or that people. We must be in alliance with humanity right now. This is a call to all humanity.
Shut up.
This is a call to all of us to get out of our silence,
so virtuous.
to realize that an innocent citizen of Israel and an innocent citizen of Gaza, they are both victims of a mentality which does not serve. And it is that mentality which we must move beyond. We need a ceasefire. And every voice that calls for a ceasefire should be given the chance to speak. All of us must remove the hatred for anyone from our hearts right now and speak out of love for humanity and the future of humanity. We need a ceasefire, and we need it now. And when the bombing ends, then we can talk about what to do from an internationalist perspective to save those hostages. And it could just be to save the world. Ceasefire. Ceasefire now.
Okay, this came.
I agree with what she's saying, 100% that yes, we need a ceasefire now. Let's just do it now, and we'll figure out what to do. But I can't help but feel like this is some gated community, bourgeois, virtue fucking signaling from the professional managerial class.
It is, and
it just feels icky to me.
Listen, the timing of this came out. She did that bit with that gal in the last video. And then she came out with something's going around that you take it out of context, whatever bullshit.
Take it out of context.
Then a few hours after that came out, she put this up. Now, my question is, why in the hell didn't she put this up weeks ago? Why in the hell did she not?
Because she's walking the line like so many of them do.
Yeah, well, Harry Worth said, I think Sabby Sabs is correct, and nobody with a brain believes anything you say. The shameful thing is that you voice your fake opinions knowing they're fake. You are detached from real human emotions. And
Absolutely.
she is. She plays this off like she's just...
like a guru of love, but there is nothing fucking there. It's just empty, hollow, regurgitated virtue signaling.
Yeah, and
I'm so virtuous because I love everybody.
This was kind of a mistake on Marianne Williams' part. Sabby says, what are you talking about? I watched the entire interview. Even the interviewer disagreed with you. Why is this always about what's best for Jewish people? Who's in power? Not the Palestinians. And, Marianne Williams said, listen to what I said again. Sabby, the quote was, I use Sinwar's statement that it would be an Islamist state from the river to the sea. Where do you think the Jews fit into the Islamist state? This conversation cannot be about the elimination of anyone. It has to be about justice for everyone. Sabby called her bullshit out there, and that's what Harry was responding to, too. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. This is all insane. President Biden, he goes, Ukraine's freedom is on the line. If we do not stop Putin, it will endanger the freedom of everyone almost everywhere. Well, I had to open up my big mouth, and I just couldn't stand it. I said, pure propaganda that has run its course. And they say that every goddamn time that they're trying to steal money to launder through the military-industrial complex, right. whether it's Vietnam, whether it's Korea, whether it's Iraq, whether it's...
Oh, what about the troops we just sent down to Africa, the Horn of Africa?
Africa's coming, guys. It'll be
Africa's coming, guys. We've been telling you that they have been setting the stage for Africa for a while now, and they're sending troops. They've had troops down there.
They've been active down in Africa. Yes, they absolutely have.
Well, we got to steal those resources. Anywhere there's resources will be to bring democracy.
Democracy. Now, this MSNBC Case Study QB, shout out to Case. You're always doing the good work out there, Case. MSNBC 12/14/23, Democratic pollster baffled by progressives not supporting Biden in 2024. You got to listen to this. I think I broke a rib laughing.
I'll tell you, Chris, I am completely baffled.
Kind of loud.
I am. I'm baffled by the lack of an engagement from progressives around this good economic news. So there's two things I want to say this. One is we've been oversold on the simplicity of it's just the economy, because it's not just the economy.
Correct.
Voters are a lot more complicated than that. There are multiple variables, and so many voters don't even make most of the sense of their lives from an economic transaction. And by the way, the young voters, which we're going to talk about here shortly, that are most problematic for Biden, are showing us that it's simply not the economy. But also, what I think is happening, Chris, is there is this struggle within progressive circles, and it's driving me absolutely insane, because the Republicans, as you showed, do not have the same conversation.
Totally agree.
It is. Well, people don't feel like the economy is good, so we can't talk about the economy. And I absolutely want to scream, because Republicans don't have that problem, Chris. The economy is... people aren't going to feel it unless we're actually telling them and showing them, right? We do have to declare that it's morning in America and that things are getting better, and we have to go out there and start selling and promoting it.
Okay, this is MSNBS once again. They're bringing on a mouthpiece to promote bullshit once again. So
MSNBS, no way.
Yeah, well, this is what they're all doing, and they all have their bent, whether it's Fox or CNN. But MSNBS is probably the worst.
They're called donors.
Yeah, and Chris and Rachel and the rest of them, and over at CNN, Jake Tapper and what's her face, the one that I beat up on last week.
Did you beat up on? I want to shout out a Rockfin Super Ray. It's a Super Ray, right?
Oh yeah,
it's Super Ray.
Thank you.
Annie O says, hey guys, what Britain is doing in Israel using their U.S. assets is 100-year-old long competition of their Third and Fourth Reich. Matt Ethret just had a reading of a great article, his 3-hour-long video on how Britain imperialism created the fascist Jablonski from yesterday's Rumble was enlightening and so worth watching. Love ya. Question marks. Thank you so much. And I will definitely check that out.
Yeah, and
you guys can check it out too. I'm into that kind of shit, so I totally will check that out. Thank you.
And the days of Britain being the tool of the U.S. hegemony is coming to an end, because this is all going to melt down and be a disaster. So we're looking at a lot of things.
Not like we blew up their energy sectors or anything. God.
Yeah, Jesus. Trying out a new segment here tonight. Neil Oliver. We have Sabby and we have Fee. So I figured I'd bring one of the guys from the sausage room in here. And Neil,
that's okay.
Yeah, so we got Neil Oliver. I respect Neil. I don't agree with him 100% of the time, but I'm pretty damn close. I mean, the guy's a real human being. So this is Neil Oliver talking about our democracy. And let me see if I can get a play here real quick.
For years now, I'm sure I've said this before. I've said that I feel like I'm falling. It's that sensation of weightlessness that strikes when you're in a car and it goes quickly and unexpectedly over a humpback bridge and your stomach flips.
Totally.
I feel that the world of before fell out from beneath my feet 2 or 3 years ago, and that I've been falling through space ever since, never finding my way never landing on solid ground. At the heart of the matter is the revelation that has already happened or shortly will. The mask is off. The wearers of the mask, the erstwhile wearers of the mask, seem not to care that we can see them now, see who they are, and see what they're about. They know we know they're lying. But that's the point. We're supposed to know. And I would say they thought they had us. They called for lockdown. They rolled the dice and called for lockdown and a great reset, and surely could hardly believe their eyes when so much of the world did as it was told, went home and shut the doors. So they thought they had us, and they got giddy, they got drunk with the power and the potential. And so on it came then. They got all their toys out the box at that point. War, net zero, climate crisis, more war. Men can be women, women can be men. It's right to change the sex of children. It's right to take away people's money, people's freedom, people's rights. That's what they thought. That's what they thought they could do. That's what they tried to do. That's what they started doing. But in fact, they overlooked and were ultimately taken by surprise by too many of us. And here we are, looking them straight in the eye, ready to win the ultimate game of chicken. The fact is, the globalist warmongers, the anti-human cabal, have blinked first. We haven't got them down yet, but they're wounded and they're exposed as never before.
Yeah.
But a wounded predator, a wounded lion,
it's dangerous.
Is the most dangerous when it's in its death throes. It's as it fights to the end that it's capable of doing the most awful damage. So it's coming. Next year we'll see more of it, more of them. But in the end, it's a good thing, this advent, this coming, this apocalypse, this revealing. It had to happen eventually. And now is the time.
Yay, I like that. Good call on that segment.
I think we're seeing that with Netanyahu and his cabal. I think they're the wounded lion, and they are looking at their end because the world is rising up against the most hated state and people in the world to me today, I believe, is the Zionist nation.
Right. And how are we doing that? Death of a million cuts. Every single podcast, every show, every TikTok that goes out in support is a slice on them. And I'm not just talking about Israel. I'm talking about the whole entire cabal machine, right? Every time we expose their agenda, no matter where it be climate or the transhumanist movement or AI, there's so many fronts we're fighting them on. And it is just one slash at a time, you know?
Yeah, we're seeing that with the current shit show, this Biden administration. They're flinching. They're floundering right now. The Democrats' numbers are just going in the tank. I mean, it's all but assured that Trump's going to beat Biden if they let him even participate. And
that's just it. He's saying they're wounded. So
what are they going to do? Yeah.
What are they going to do? Yeah. Exactly. There's some crazy shit they could pull in the next year. The next year is going to be fucking off the hook. Think about it. We got to go all the way till January for the inauguration for whoever is elected. So, yeah, the next 13 months are going to be off the fucking hook either way. We could see some crazy shit from all-out wars to assassinations to political lockups, economic crashes.
Yeah, they're pulling the strings. And, remember what Trudeau pulled on the truckers. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, asshole.
Well,
try and pull that on the American public.
Too.
Yeah.
Australia pulled some shit, too.
Yeah,
remember?
I know. They're horrible, 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 horrible. Australia.
And that is your World Economic Forum. Did you see that clip I sent you where Roseanne was on Bill Maher?
Oh, yeah.
It must have been recently.
She ate his lunch.
She ate his lunch, and she said something about you need to look up MK Ultra, and he goes, "What is that?" And she goes, "That's the programming you're under, Bill."
Yeah,
and
he didn't even know what the WEF was.
He goes, "What's the W?" He goes, "Who's Klaus Schwab?" And she goes, "He's the leader of the WEF."
This is Roseanne Barr.
Roseanne Barr is schooling Bill Maher, who gets on the goddamn TV every week and preaches down so virtuously, yet again, another PMC, down to the people because, hey, they know what's best for everybody, so you should just follow them, even though they don't have a fucking clue about who's actually in control.
Well, his show last week, he was spitting up figures about the deaths of the troops in Israel and Hamas.
That some aide gave him on a piece of paper bullshit. 5 minutes before he went live.
I think Jimmy was talking about that with somebody the other day, and it's like, we know. So
yeah, we were telling you
it was Ukrainians. Yeah, it was Ukrainians. It was It was. There's like 470,000 dead Ukrainians. And Mar was saying it was like 70. It was like,
yeah. I did see that. I think I saw that clip.
Oh, my God. Anyway, you brought this, community standards.
Hold on one sec. I want to shout out a Rumble rant. This one's actually a Rumble rant on Rumble. It's the last 66. Says, hey, Chanda, can't see the post, a message from Jews to Zionists. Can't see it on your Twitter feed. I don't know if I got that from Twitter, but I will save it and throw it on my show for Monday if you want to see it again.
Yeah, put it on your show for Monday. Well, God knows what they're going to censor us on. We again, everybody says this, Chanda. Oh, we're the most censored show on YouTube. No, we all are the most censored shows on YouTube.
Yeah, we're all ghost banned. We're all censored.
We're all screwed.
But you know what? We have broke 100 tonight. I got to tell you, Oz, we have hit over 100 a little while ago for viewing.
Well,
so
thanks,
it's time
guys,
to throw
for joining us.
the red cords up.
Yeah, the velvet rope's going up. Nobody else can come in here. I'm so sorry, but we appreciate it. But the hundreds are.
We're very clicky.
We're clicky. We're clicky. Community standards. Team monitoring my account. Like, send him warnings that his post may get him banned. I already did. He just laughs and ignores them. I love that.
Did you see that thing I sent you this morning? Okay, so I'm an admin for a billion fucking Facebook groups from back in the Bernie days of when I was in politics.
I keep unfollowing, leaving the group.
So they have a new thing that pops up that says Facebook will now be advising you on what posts that you can approve or disapprove for your group. And we're going to do this with an AI based off your history and based off what we think people want to see in your group.
Yeah, so you're not an admin anymore. Facebook is. They've taken control.
Facebook took over your admin job.
I'm skipping 39, Chanda.
Okay, skip 39.
Here we go. We got Ed Snowden. You brought this.
I did bring this. So Ed Snowden says, Congress has voted to pass the NDAA, in which they deficitly conceal an extension of a warrantless spying program, also known as Section 702, universally opposed by the public. Yes, we do oppose it. Last year, the FBI exploited 702 to spy on Americans. Remember January 6th? Oh, and they did it before that in 2016. Also, Steele dossier. Protesters, donors, even Congress, more than 200,000 fucking times. And guess what? They rammed that shit through first thing Thursday morning. So the NDAA heading to Biden for signature. More Dems voted to pass the annual Pentagon policy bill than Republicans. 163 Dems to 147 Republicans.
Well, they're doing all this.
310 total.
Yeah, they're deceitfully concealing everything, including the budget that they just passed. And they're giving Ukraine and Israel all that money, guys. Your congressional representatives voted. Me too. I'm bending over for the AIPAC lobby. There goes your tax dollars, or there goes your debt straight through the ceiling even more. So when is this going to stop? They're going to
it's never going to stop.
So
we freaking make them stop. So I had to bring this. This was a advertising that got sent out to me earlier today. Of course, this is from our friend Cavill, right? What's his name? Jim Cavill. What's his first?
Jim Carville, the asshole.
Jim Carville. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't remember if it was John or Jim. Anyways, he's a total asshole. So Mitch McConnell and his super PAC buddies have raised bonkers in the last year to defeat John Tesser. Oh, God, no, not John Tesser. By any means necessary. And if they're successful, Democrats can kiss their majority goodbye. Boom. National abortion ban, lower wages, your health care gutted. We need an extra push to get us across the finish line. And guess what? All donations are matched, tripled 3 times, increased by 300% until the end of the month. So Russian urgent contribution of $10 or more if you're feeling spicy to keep re-elect John and triple your impact, aka also known as money laundering.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's beginning to cost like Christmas.
I love the words that they throw. They're like boom, boom. Yeah, if you're feeling spicy, it was bonkers. They raised bonkers.
We used to run around when we were kids. This was back in the 70s. And they had these signs where they had the letters. We would change some of those letters on those signs to say some of the most disgusting things. And people wouldn't catch them for the longest time. I hear they have a law now. If you do that, you get really majorly fined.
No way. They made a law against that shit?
That's of course.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I got to tell you though, this is the death grips. When you've got James Carville out there trying to get you to give them money, they are hurting because that ass munch ain't worth the air that he breathes.
Oh, we're gonna see a lot of him in the next 13 months. I promise.
Oh
you.
yeah, he's
they dust him off every election.
Yeah,
season.
They do dust him off. He's a 75-year-old prick, and
I can't
wait till he's gone. I used to think
he sold the people of Louisiana out. He sold, for sure.
He's an asshole. What do you got here, Daily Mail?
Oh, so multi-billionaire owner of luxury jewelry, Cartier, says that thoughts of the poor rising up and overthrowing the rich keep him awake at night, as well they should.
Oh, poor guy. And Shahil Bloom, important thought experiment. You're in an arena with 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3 brown bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter with a rifle, 7 buffalo, 10,000 rats, 5 gorillas, and 4 lions. Pick 2 to defend you. The others attack you. Goal is to survive 1 hour. What would you pick there, Chanda?
Oh, fuck. What would I pick? I only get 2?
Yeah. 2.
I'm definitely taking the rats because rats freak people out, man. If you can control those rats, that's even better.
Call you Willard.
And I don't know, maybe the wolves. But rats and wolves don't get along, so that probably wouldn't work out well. The wolves would be attacking the rats. 3 brown bears. I'm taking 3 brown bears and the 10,000 rat.
No,
what are you taking?
That's good. I like that. I'm going to take the 50 hawks. So
I knew you were going to go for the birds.
I'm going to take the 50 hawks, and I'm going to take 1 hunter with a rifle, so they can all kick back and do brewskis while I get killed. That
there you go.
That's all I can do. So we got. You brought a cartoon. You brought a comic.
So this says celiac gel. Do not eat. The celiac gel industry big shots can't tell me what to do. Congratulations, you've escaped the assimilation. Welcome to the real world. Basically, he escapes the matrix by eating the gel.
The silica gel. Yeah. That's the stuff that shit's poison. Don't eat it.
I keep it in my jewelry box. It keeps all my jewelry from tarnishing.
How does it do in the bathroom as an air freshener?
Yeah, it doesn't smell. You don't smell anything.
All right.
Did you see this? Somebody spoofed the Christmas vacation. It says a donation for $200 million has been made to Ukraine in your name.
I saw you put that up the other day. That was hilarious.
Too funny.
Yeah, no kidding. That's after the budget passed. So there you go.
That's
your donation.
Right, yeah.
You had me do this reface. What do you think? Did it come out okay?
I think it's cute. Let's ride out this shitstorm together with all of you. Copeland Morris, thank you so much.
As we always do. Copeland Morris, what's going on, man?
Says, stay strong, Chanda and Oz. You are doing great work. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you guys for all your support. We're only here because you support us and join us.
Nancy Pelosi is a clown in a Democratic shit show. I swear this has got to be AI. That's so good, though, don't you think?
I don't know. We should send it over to the guys at United Spot. They could do something funny with it.
Yeah, they would get it chatting. It is that time for our executive producer, Linda. So, Sons of Liberty, where art thou? She is so good at this stuff. She's such an artist. Check it out, Linda.
O sons of liberty, where art thou? On my Christmas wish list, December 16th. On this date in 1773, America threw its first tea party in the city of Boston when the Sons of Liberty, while disguised as indigenous men, threw crates of tea into Boston Harbor. The gala began as a protest against the Tea Act, a tax passed by and paid to British Parliament. Colonists didn't think they should pay taxes to a government that no longer represented them. Completely ignoring their history as colonizers themselves of the New World for their chance at religious freedom and their belief that taxation without representation equals tyranny, colonists, or Americans as they are called today, now pay taxes to support wars, colonizing, and foreign governments, other colonizers, while they labor endlessly for little compensation. Maybe we can ask Santa for another party, but one where the Sons of Liberty, sans disguises, throw Congress into the Boston Harbor. Then we'd have a Merry Christmas, probably a Happy New Year, too.
Nailed it.
Today's the anniversary, right? It's the 16th.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she nailed it.
Yeah, she nailed it.
Yes. No taxation without representation.
And we don't have representation.
We don't have representation.
Whatsoever.
We haven't had it.
And here's one of the points in that case. Just look at social media. Look at Twitter. This is a cross-section of America. No matter how you slice it, guys, social media is. Yeah. These assholes that keep sending millions of dollars and pimping for Israel and Ukraine, they get ratioed so bad on social media. And
so bad.
And they get small numbers. They don't have 1,000 or 15,000 likes. They get like 500, 800.
Yeah.
And then you'll have 900 or 1,200 ratio points, which is comments underneath it. So they are not representing the public. You brought a George Galloway. I know you like Mr. Galloway. Is that your new boyfriend?
I do like Mr. Galloway. He gets the Scott and me all riled up, and he's got some words to say about Pierce because, we've been seeing a lot of Pierce interviews, the last 6 fucking weeks.
Oh, yeah, they've been pushing Pierce. Oh, my God.
Oh, God. So this is what Joey Galloway has to say about him.
Well, it's a very big arse to drag to the court. In fact, he's an arse from head to foot. I am a firm believer on not giving Piers Morgan the oxygen of publicity. I don't know why people are queuing up to go on his show to be interrogated as to their attitude to everything from October 7th to this or that Islamic organization, and then a quick change of gear to their point of view on LGBTQ+++. Why do that for the edification of Rupert Murdoch? If nobody went on his show, nobody would be watching it. These people are going on as fodder for Morgan's gutter journalism on a gutter channel that nobody watched prior to the events of October 7th. It's just cheap clicks for him. He neither believes this or that. He neither believes for or against. He's only calculating the need to get cheap clicks because Rupert Murdoch pays him for that show millions and millions and millions of dollars a year. By contrast with this show, when nobody pays me anything at all. So I think it's better to ignore Morgan, to refuse to go on. If you asked me to go on, I'd say, no, you come on my show. Far more people will see it for a start. And I'll ask the question.
Exactly what you were just saying.
Yeah, gotcha.
Exactly.
Sucker. Now, you brought this one. This is Reef Brandon,
okay,
our friend over there at
you
Reef.
Guys. I did not bring you the video, but I have the video. So if you want to see the video of this, you'll have to join me on Monday morning. But okay, here it goes. So Senate staffer caught filming gay sex tape in Senate hearing room. Graphic. And it is pretty damn graphic. So Reef tweets out, so are y'all going to call this an insurrection? Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Reef, Shame on you.
Our government has become a clown show. Our government's been a clown show for a while, and he was fired. So this was a congressional aide. Aiden, I'm not even going to attempt his last name, is fired by Maryland Senator Ben Cardin after gay sex tape filmed in Senate swept the internet. And I like this meme. It says, "I can't wait to grow up and be a Biden supporter like my dad." Bro, you're in a dude's butthole.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Shanda.
I know it's terrible, but it's funny.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
It's after dark. We can't call ourselves after dark if we don't.
There you go. I love this artwork here, Shanda. It's very good.
The world is about to understand the meaning of weak men create hard times, and no one actually needs an AR-15. It's Hillary. Let's skip the next one. I'll bring that to my show and bitch about these spoiled millennials because we're getting short on time. So we'll go down and see what FLOTUS's White House looks like this year.
Yeah, you pulled the FLOTUS one off.
I know, it was bad, guys. It was bad.
We pulled the FLOTUS one off. You guys all saw the tap dancing in the White House this week, right? And they decorated the White House, and everybody's going, "What the fuck is that?" And
it was gross.
Yeah, so I did a little satirical piece here. This is the First Lady of Beauty and the Boomers White House. So I just wanted to share because I think she did a wonderful job.
May the odds forever be in your favor.
I'm sorry. Was that too classic for you, Shanda?
I appreciate that Christmas a hell of a lot better than the one that Jill Biden did. And I just got to say, I kind of wish I had her closet, so I'm not offended. But then I'd have to sleep with Donald Trump, so then I am offended. So
yeah, I know. But you refaced so well on her. I think we should do that more.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've got to do that more. We are in the stretch here. We don't have a meme alley. We're going to have to do a meme alley like you
do. You want me to build a meme alley for this show?
Yeah,
I will.
I think you should.
You guys love meme alley. I get told I got the best memes.
You
so.
do. You get good.
Thank
I think we should do that for next year. Let's do that.
Okay, we'll build a meme alley for BNB. So Rothschild banking family, governments, presidents, full of politicians and banks. Yeah, we will never fucking forget what Israel is doing to Gaza. No, we will never fucking forget.
Never forget. You want to run this one or you want to take it to Monday?
Yeah, go ahead. So this is the national parks are being sold off to corporations. It's just a short little TikTok. It's not even 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
811.
So just play the first little bit of it.
Register in the year 2023, the year we're in, which was published on October.
I hear it. Do I hear it?
Page 68,000.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
You find that the New York Stock Exchange is working with the Securities and Exchange Commission to create a rule to allow for the creation of a new type of company called a natural asset company. And what is it that a natural asset company is going to do, might you ask?
Privatize our parks.
Hold the rights. These are corporations that will hold the rights to the ecological performance produced by natural or working areas such as national reserves, which is public lands, or large-scale farmlands, and have the authority to manage the areas. So that means the public land management agencies won't be managing these areas anymore. It's these natural asset companies will be the ones with the authority to manage the areas for conservation, restoration, or sustainable management.
You can kill it whenever. That was the point.
That is the point. And has everybody heard of hedge fund manager? Well, there you go. They're taking over your national parks and resources now. Hedge fund managers.
And the resources in the parks, too. And don't forget, they passed that whole, they're allowed to advertise corporations at the parks now. So when you go to Mount Rushmore, you're going to see a big Raytheon fucking billboard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they ruined the Sequoia National Forest with that bullshit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there we go.
Well, they want all of them, and they want all of the rights to all of the resources in them.
Well, they've been selling, our government has been selling off our stuff to foreign.
Obama sold off a shit ton of it. He shut down half our fucking parks. Yeah.
And I got to tell you, never mind. I don't want to get into that. What do you got here? London?
London Christmas tree rentals lets you rent a tree in a pot. In January, it goes back to live on the farm. When it reaches 7 foot, it is retired and it gets planted in the forest. Why can't the fuck we do that? I don't.
I bought my mom, because I took care of her for years. She was bedridden. I bought her a live Christmas tree, and I knocked a big hole in the wall and put a giant window in her bedroom so she could watch this Christmas tree grow. And from when I got it,
so sweet. That is so sweet. Isn't that so sweet?
Well, that's what I wanted to do, and that's the time that I did do this. And I've never cut down a Christmas tree that I can remember. I have purchased them, but I have a 63-year-old, and you saw it on my Facebook page.
I saw it. I love your
so that's what I use. So we've got this. You did bring some memes here. That's why I say make a meme alley. There you go.
Yeah, I kind of put them at the end so we could cut them for time if we needed to. So remember, we've talked about this lucid dream startups that TruthStream covered it.
Yeah.
They want to put you to work while you're sleeping. They can program advertisements into your dream now. So it says lucid dream startup says people can work in their sleep. Me waking up and going to work after working an 8-hour shift in my dreams. And it says, hey, capitalism, how's it going? Lucid Dream Startup says people can work in their sleep. Jesus Christ.
We're so fucked.
We're so fucked.
That one's for Sister Misty. We're so fucked.
We're so fucked.
You brought this. I heard this on Redacted, the Southwest Airlines thing.
Oh, yeah. Southwest Airline is praised for customer of size policy that allows overweight flyers to purchase one seat and get another one complimentary. So can I do that just so I can have a little elbow room so no asshole sitting on my lap? And Everything is Alive says it's weird to realize how many of the gifts in 12 Days of Christmas are birds. 6 out of the 7 days, your true love gives you birds. It's 23 total birds. What if you don't even like birds? I bet on the 5th day, you're like, golden rings. Phew, we finally done with all that bird shit. And then bam, 6 geese. Yeah. It is a little odd. Why would you give somebody so many birds?
The airline seats are tight to start with. So, yeah.
I know.
I can see. I don't even know how to go there on that one. I think that everybody, including the people that have weight issues, need to work together to solve this problem, So that's all I'm saying. Airlines should
it's a little late in the show for me to start ranting about that one.
There you go. Let's go. Cairo News. You brought Cairo News here.
Oh, I didn't get the clip in here. Damn it. I was waiting for it to process and I forgot to add it. So, okay. I will bring this one to my show on Monday, but go ahead and bring us up on camera. So if you might have noticed that Seattle's been trending for the last 2 or 3 fucking days, and we are having a crime wave that is just sweeping through the city. The craziest shit. Come check my show out on Monday. I'll have video that'll blow your mind. And the Seattle police one, detectives are seeking public's help in locating a suspect caught on video purposely targeting pedestrians in 2 separate vehicular assaults that occurred at the end of November.
Wow.
These videos, I have the videos, Oz. They're getting off on the fact that they're just fucking plowing over pedestrians. I have Santa Claus and an elf stabbing each other and beating each other down on Yesler. I mean, it's crazy in Seattle right now. You couldn't pay me to go to Seattle, but that's my bad. I didn't get the video loaded.
Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, LA, I'm done.
They're scary.
Done.
Oh my God. I took my bear spray with me when we went to Portland.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I
couldn't find my taser. I can't find the charger to my taser.
I thought Macaulay Culkin was grown up now. Is this?
Oh, yeah. He's grown up. Grown up on adrenochrome. Home Alone fans left speechless after figuring out how much Kevin's grocery store trip would have cost him today. So in 1990, it was $19.83. In 2022, it was $44.40. And in just 1 year, it has gone up to $72.28. That is a total price of 248% higher.
Well, inflation's waning, though. It's getting better, Chanda. According to
waning. I know. What are you bitching about? I don't even know.
But that's not too far off from reality. 1990, $20. 2022, $50. And 2023, God knows. God help you.
God, it jumped a lot in 1 year. That's crazy. But we're living it in real life, right? Out there. We're doing a trailer park Christmas. You guys will hear all about it from my show.
This gal's living it in real life, and this is probably the same reaction.
This is the reality.
You and I would probably have this reaction if we could be passionate in public, but they'd shoot us.
I know.
Find everything you need today?
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, God. No.
Everything okay, ma'am?
It's just that you've only scanned a few items and it's already $60. I'm so scared.
Okay, I'm a trained professional, ma'am. I've scanned a lot of groceries. I need you to stay with me.
It's just that my in-laws are in town and they want a charcuterie board.
This isn't going to be easy, so I need you to be brave, all right? What's your name?
Patricia.
Trisha, all right. I need you to take a deep breath. We're about to do the cheese.
Oh, my God. The numbers are going up so fast. Why do we have to be a Balderson's house?
Don't look up there. It only makes it worse. Keep your eyes on me, okay?
Can't you just scan something less expensive?
I can, but let's not forget, it's the little things that add up, all right? Now brace yourself. I'm about to do the mixed nuts.
Oh, my God, I'm going to pass out.
Okay, bite down on this, Patricia. Get ready. I'm going to do the cured meats.
No, stop. I can't do this anymore.
It's too late. There's a line behind you, okay? You're locked in.
I'm not strong enough.
I know it looks like a lot right now, but I promise you, you're going to get home and you're going to wonder, what did I even buy? You've got this, Patricia. Get ready. I'm going to weigh the grapes.
Oh, what have you done to me, you son
Okay, your total's $257.84.
Oh, no.
You got to dig deep. This is the hardest part. Patricia, it's time to pay.
You know,
it's sad. I don't know if I want to cry or laugh because that is me at the grocery store. I literally am taking paper with me now and writing down the price of everything I'm buying. So that way when I get to the register, I have an idea of what I'm spending.
Yeah, that's what Warren said that. And it says it's funny and sad at the same time. No shit. It is. You know, and I find myself going that my throat gets dry at the checkout anymore because it's so bad. It used to be no big deal. You know, I'd be buying.
You pick up one bag, you're like, that was $98?
Like, what the hell, man? What did I buy?
Yeah, exactly. You always ask, what did I buy?
Get out of my brain, Chanda. You keep doing that to me. Shitlib Book Club recommendations this week. The Power of Starting Something Stupid, The Little Guy, and Stupid History by Biden, Richie Sunak, and von der Leyen, and what's that dude's name? Helmut von Dumbshit. By Meathead. Meathead wrote that. You should appreciate that. So Meathead's
moving. He should be packing. Remember, he's going to leave the U.S. with all of his friends when Trump wins. Go ahead and skip that last cream of bullshit. We've had enough of MSNBS today.
Okay, and then we
don't need to hear from Jen Psaki.
You brought John Corleone.
I love this meme. I love this meme. You come to me on this day of the 15th anniversary of the time a guy threw a shoe at George Bush.
That's a perfect meme. Yeah. Don Corleone. What?
Don Corleone. There you go.
It is Stoner Corner time. We got a couple of Stoner Corners here.
You actually have been building the Stoner Corners lately. I'm not even the one doing it.
Throwing stuff in there. We got some great ones for next week's Stoner Corner, though. They're coming.
Oh, yeah. I've stashed a few for Christmas, too. Okay. So wishing you a very Merry Joanna Christmas. Oh, that one's cute. 'Tis the night before Christmas, Stoner Vision. Oh, yeah, I would like to hear that. And my ashes when they cremate me. Roll me up and smoke me when I die, for sure. I'm a little high maintenance. I'm a little high maintenance.
A little high maintenance. A little play on words there. Drunkest cities in America: Appleton, Wisconsin; Oshkosh, Nia, Wisconsin; Green Bay, Wisconsin; Madison, Wisconsin; Fargo, North Dakota; La Crosse, Alaska, Wisconsin. Why is it Wisconsin?
It's all Wisconsin, North Dakota, Wisconsin,
Minnesota,
Nebraska. Iowa, Oregon got in there at the end.
Yeah, well, that's the rain. Corvallis, Oregon.
It is. Oh my God, the rain down there is insane.
Speaking of Corvallis, Oregon, you know why it's Corvallis, Oregon? Because that's Oregon State University. That's where that's my alma mater.
My grandpa was a duck.
Yeah, well, I was a beaver, and I'm still a beaver. I like beaver. You like beaver?
You like not stupid beavers. You know that, man. I hate dumb beavers.
Anyway, it's time. Here, you look like you.
You look like you need a shot. Yeah,
and especially going into fuck Hollywood. So go fuck yourself, Hollywood. What did you?
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Hollywood.
What did you bring us tonight?
Let's see. Steven Spielberg funds the ADL, Birthright Israel, and the Settlement Building Organization. Oh, guess what?
God, Steven, what the hell? You brought this one here.
Shocker.
Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly calls for boycott of Taylor Swift after she attends a Gaza fundraiser comedy show. We talked about that over on my show.
Yeah. Then you brought this, which is scary.
This just dropped last night. So breaking, the Los Angeles medical examiner listed Friends star Matthew Perry's cause of death as ketamine in an autopsy. It should say in the autopsy, not journalism, insider paper. But that's shocking. That is kind of shocking for a guy his age to be dosing on the ketamine. And if you know anything about ketamine, you're overheating the whole time that you're on it anyways, much like ecstasy or, what do they call those, rave drugs. And then he got in a hot tub.
Yeah, you don't get in a hot tub.
Not a good idea. Yeah. Not a good idea.
I did that. I had a fever this winter, and I forgot, and I got into the bathtub, and I had hot water in there. I almost cooked my brain, as a matter of fact. So
You're lucky, because that could stop your heart for sure.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. I love this meme. This is great.
Well, these are all the people we've lost in 2023 so far.
Raquel Welch?
Yeah.
I thought she
Tina
died.
Turner.
I thought she died a long time ago. Huh.
The dude from Fantasy Island's in there. Like, there's a lot in here.
Yeah, wow. We lost David McCallum from The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I'm going to have to take a look at this. This is a lot.
Yeah, take a look at it. It's pretty interesting if you got it up on the big screen.
Burt Bacharach. He's in there. I see.
Yeah. It's hard for me to see, especially I don't have my glasses on.
I don't know how you can see it at all without your glasses.
I know. Rudolph changed their name to Rhonda and decimates female reindeer games.
Aw, damn it. Damn it. Where's Martina Navratilova? She'd say something about
not allowed to play in the reindeer games.
No
Are you kidding?
way, man. No way.
No way.
And we have our Joey's Coffee. If you'd like some Joey's Coffee, email me. Let me know what you want, and I will send you the link to her Etsy.
to the store, right? Because that's what they want. They need the link to the store, the Etsy store, so they can see.
I have not built my wife a website yet, and I should be ashamed of myself that I haven't. But she's got this beautiful site on Etsy, and I just hate doing the double work because
You've been kind of busy.
Yeah, I've been kind of busy. But just email me with what you want, and we will get it.
I do too, gamer. I like me a good Midwest accent, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Hey, what do you got here? Oh, I like this. This is good. This is kind of like the golden rule.
Yeah, I thought this was a good closing message. Just be a good person. Love who you can. Help where you can and give what you can.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
Oh, you guys will have to tune in on Monday and hear the story of how I saved a dude's life at the food bank yesterday.
Yeah, she saved a dude's life. No kidding. She saved a dude's life.
I did.
Yeah, you saved that for Monday. I was going to ask you at the top of the show, what did you do this week? You save anybody's life again?
It kind of traumatized me a little bit. It's taken me about 24 hours to really shake that
we
incident
don't have
off.
time to do that story, and I want Chanda to have.
No, join me on Monday.
It's a good story. Monday. She really did save this dude's life yesterday. And just tell him where it was. You were at the food bank I
was at the food bank. Yeah.
Yeah, and she saved the life. So that's really great. Land of Claws, Ploxy the Blowman. We're going to close out with this show tonight, and we have got a very, very good outro tonight. You
guys are going to love this outro. You guys are going to love it. I know you are.
I hope you do. I must confess, I love doing these outros. This really, I enjoy.
You do.
I enjoy the hell out of them, and you might not always like the music I pick, but I try and hit it on. So what's the
just ABBA?
Yeah, just ABBA. Quit picking on ABBA. I like ABBA. Anyway, what's the schedule for this week?
Schedule for this week is I will be Monday, regular time, Wednesday, no show because we're doing my family Christmas on Friday, and I'm going to have Hunter, my granddaughter, so we're going to be baking cookies and making fudge and wrapping presents and doing all that. But then we're going to have our Christmas Eve show for Beauty and the Boomer. Yep. So next Saturday, regular time. Join us, same bat time, same bat channel. And then I'm doing a Merry Trailer Park Christmas. So join me Christmas morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time, and we'll hang out, sip some Joey's coffee, and talk smack about and watch the world burn on Christmas Day.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. And we got a fun Christmas show next week, a little artsy, a little music, a little entertainment. Not so serious, hopefully, but Jesus, the way things are going, we might have to go full serious. Who knows? We're going to try not to.
As long as we don't go full Zionist, we'll be okay.
And I have to, one disclaimer on this outro tonight, I got a message back from the tube saying it's blocked in some territories. Well, that territory it's blocked in is Russia. And it's the pointer.
Oh, Fee can't watch it.
No,
it's not for Fee.
They're the
they block YouTube in Russia.
They block the Pointer Sisters in Russia?
Oh,
Are you kidding me? Anyway, have a great night, everybody. Love you, Chanda.
Thank you to all of the chats. We appreciate you. It's great to hit over 100 viewing live, so we appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend.
Have a great week, everybody. Here we go. Let's see if I can get it to kick at the same time.
Kick it.
Kick it. Kick it. Kick it. Kick it.
Is all it takes to change your life, to lose your place in time. Contact asleep or away, coming around, you may wake up to find who questions deep within your eyes. Now more than ever, you sense of change and nothing feels the same. All your dreams are strange. Love comes walking in, some kind of alien. Reach for the opening and simply pulls a string. Another world, some other time. You lay your sanity on the line. Familiar sights, reach back, remember with all your might. Ooh, there she stands in a silken gown, silver lights shining down. And then you sense a change, nothing feels the same. All your dreams are strange, love comes walking in, some kind of alien. Reach for the opening and simply pulls a string. Love comes walking in. comes walking in, some kind of alien. Reach for the opening and simply